Hello, hello. Audio test. Let's see if this works. Testing. Okay, it appears to be working. We're gonna wait for a few more people to stroll on in before we begin this. This is more of a yap session more than a stream. Obviously, we'll be showing stuff in the background. Gonna wait for a few more people to stroll in. So while we're waiting, how is everyone? How's everyone's day? How's everyone's week? How's everyone been doing? Nice, nice. Alright, seems like it's been long enough. Okay, so I don't know how many of you have seen my community post, but what I'm trying to address here is making this video is kind of hard the more I think about it. So I've gone through 3 different versions of this video, basically the same gist, and I basically scrapped all of them. Hello, Papyrus. So this is my first attempt at the video. Pretty basic. Obviously it's not done, that's gonna be way longer. Like 6 minutes of footage here. This may be more like maybe 20-ish. Maybe more than that. So my first video edition, I had a whole script for this. Let me check how much pages it is. Let's see. So for this first version of my video, I had a total of, if it'll load. I had a total of 5 pages worth of a script for this video. And the reason I scrapped it was because it felt like, it was really cinematic. Like, look at these. I took real life shots for this. It was really cinematic, but it felt depressing. And I didn't want depression to represent who I am. I'll just play a short snippet of it. Every morning, it's the same. I get up, walk to the window, and lift the blinds. Yeah, it was just really moody thing, like... I used to think that stars meant something hopeful. Like, it was a sign that something bigger was waiting. It makes me cringe every time. Now, I think I'm just checking if it's... And I had so many real-life shots for this. Like, I took so much... with statistics, so much things. But it felt too... It felt too depressing. Let me put what I originally put. Let me find that. So in my second version, I said that... Originally, this video was supposed to be really cinematic. I had this whole dramatic plan, shots of my phone, the sky, random real life clips. And the script was this really sad, serious retelling my story, and not a trial and error I went through trying to make videos. But the more I edited it, the more it didn't feel like me. Everything looked super gloomy, the script sounded depressing. It felt like I was trying to make some emotional documentary about myself, and that's not the kind of person I am. That's what I wrote for my second script. So after scrapping this one, I moved on to this one over here. And this one was less moody. Let me just play it. If you've been around for a while, you might remember when I reintroduced the channel and said I wanted to start telling some stories about my life. Like I mentioned earlier, I'd like to post about my life. I've actually had quite a few videos planned out for that, and then I kinda just never made them. Which is funny, because a few weeks ago, I realized something. I only have about 100 days left to become a content creator. If you're new here, hi. And yeah, that's the second version of this. So far, I spoke a lot more. I just haven't edited all of it. But even here, it felt boring. It didn't feel like me. So I almost went for a dirt version here. I read out everything. But I also scrapped that, and I'll get into that in a second. So, part of the video I was trying to make here was going to cover how I regret scrapping my videos. I regret scrapping... How much videos did I scrap? I think it was 5. Let's see. Over the past few months, I actually scrapped about 5 videos. Sometimes the audio was bad, sometimes I felt burned out. Sometimes it felt like the video wasn't good enough, and sometimes I just didn't like how it sounded. Looking back, I regret not finishing uploading those videos. That's what I wrote for my second script. And the whole reason, like the main reason that I scrapped these videos, not this one, but among the other videos I talked about, is because it didn't feel perfect, and I had this really unrealistic definition of perfect. I was talking about how I regret trying to make my video so perfect. Then scrapping it because it wasn't perfect kind of just defeats that entire lesson I learned. And since I didn't feel like I was gonna be able to make this third video feel perfect to me, I decided to just settle with live streaming it and talking about why I didn't enjoy the way the things turned out. Trying to make a video that I'm not gonna end up enjoying making or reviewing. Wait, that's basically what this entire live stream is. This is a quick yap session about the process of making this video. Hello, Empaka. Hopefully I didn't speak too fast. I usually slow down my voice when talking to actual people. But yeah, that's basically it. Not exactly the longest live stream. How long is it? Wow, whole 5 minutes. 9 minutes. But, yeah, it's been... Okay, so actually, let me take a few steps back. So, I edited the first version, then a second version, then a third version. This took about 3 weeks. And when I first started this, I had 100 days left to become a content creator before I go on to college in June. But because I stalled so long, because I made so many versions of this, I ended up having like 71 days left now. And even if I ended up posting this, it wouldn't have been 100 days. It would have been 71 days or 70 days, something around that. And that's when I realized it was kind of just best to make a live stream. What else was I gonna talk about in the editing process? I was also gonna talk about how stupid YouTube's watchhour system is. Let me find it. Not that. This. I need 4,000 watch hours. I have 450 in this clip at least. This was March 16. You can see how long ago this was. March 16. I had 450 out of 4,000. But in reality, I actually had around 2,000 watch hours. YouTube just did not count most of them for some reason, which is really annoying, but it can't be helped. Dude, that's basically it. Yeah, that's my YAP session. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm gonna work on an actual video that I'm probably gonna enjoy this time instead of looming around this month-long failed project. For how much of a stream?